In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka what's going on, boo boo. Well, today, honey, is another episode of the Morning Madness. So sit back and relax and kick your heels up and peep out what we laying down today. And also, I'm not alone, honey. I have my men with me in the house today, honey. I have my super producer, Mr. Molly Mall. Good morning, Mr. Molly Mall.
Grand Rising, Reese.
Grand Rising. And I also have my beautiful little songbird with me and my baby, Trayvon Gray. Good morning, honey. Oh, I can't hear you, boo.
Good morning, love. What's up? How you?
Here we go. I am wonderful. Okay. You know, I got to spill the dirt and tell y'all, give y'all the breakdown of the weekend and how everything went for the weekend, for all the people that don't know. Man, baby, let me tell you, Miss Gwen Factor Robinson had what we call, she put on a show Saturday called the Poolside Comedy Show. Let me tell you, it was set up nicely. Your girl, she do it at her home. She's gonna do one a month for series. So she got a series coming in July the 8th. If anybody want to get out there, purchase tickets or whatever, go to Eventbrite, I think, or go on her page and the details will be there. She's doing one in August, and she's gonna do one around her birthday in August. And guess what else, y'all? She's gonna do one in September around guess whose birthday? Virgo love. That's all I'm gonna say. The best that ever did it, you know. So if she's doing it in September, I'm gonna make it a Virgo splash. Boo for Virgo love. That's all I'm saying.
What's up, DJ Slicky Boo Boo? Good morning.
Good morning, Slicky. Good morning. But it was a beautiful event. How she had her pool. She has a real pool, not one of those. I was thinking of with a backyard pool. I was thinking of one of those ones that sit up
above the ground.
She has a real ground in pool and everything. It's beautiful. It was cute.
I know that's right.
When you come down and like around the pool, she had it set up on against her back fence. That's where the audience would sit. Then it was the pool. Then it was the stage. DJ Chocolate was the DJ. It was nice. Last night she had, Saturday night, her show consists of headlining the show was Kevin Anthony. Then it was featuring Maria Sanchez and our own Terrence Hawkins the one that fell asleep
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah. I remember Terrence.
He opened it and got it started. Man,
That's what's up.
it was a nice show. I was like, wow.
That's a nice way to do an event.
Yes. And let me tell you, baby, your admission included your food and drink. So when you bought your ticket, you can eat and drink all the fuck you want. Those people was in there kick you back. They had the bartender and the staff. Now, for those of you fellow comedians or just comedians, you could come in and eat and drink. She don't charge you for coming in to watch the show. But if you're eating or drinking, you'll get a wristband, a yellow wristband, and that's $20.
That's exclusive. You know, that's
you
a nice.
Still can eat with that wristband. You still can eat and drink all you want.
Right.
Now, if you go to McDonald's or Denny, where you going to get a full meal and cocktails for $20? So
damn near spending that, getting a Big Mac and a couple drinks, and a meal or two.
Exactly.
So.
So, and let
big
me
up
tell
to
you
y'all.
what was on the menu. She's grilling now. She had, of course, she had the hot dogs and the hamburgers grilling, and she had some chicken grilling. But they was out there frying fish. They was out.
Oh wow!
Yes, give you hot fish out the grease.
Oh wow, fish fry.
Then they had macaroni and tuna pasta. I think it was potato salad. Out there, green beans, baked beans, corn on the cob. So it was that, and then they had all the sodas you wanted, like Pepsi, ginger ale, stuff like that. And they had the bartender was a real bartender making real cocktails.
Right.
So it was nice.
That's what's up. That sounds like a nice ass event.
It was. So I'm encouraging people to come on out there, get their season pass, because she's doing one every month. To come on out there and enjoy yourself. And I'll be at the next one working the gate again.
Yeah.
I mean, so ain't nobody gonna get by me. If y'all
is June 29th still going on?
Yes, I gotta get the stuff for that. Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'll get those the little templates together.
I have a meeting today to discuss the particulars on that. But
not a problem.
That is still happening.
Not a problem. I'll get the templates together for that still.
I don't need it.
Okay.
I don't need it.
Okay.
But it was a nice event, and I'm encouraging everybody to come out to the next one. So it was really like that. DJ was popping.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it started at 4:00 and it ended at 10. So you had 6 hours to party, drink, and within that 6 hours, you had a comedy show.
Miss Pretty T was asking where was it at?
The only way you know is when you purchase a ticket, because it's at her home and it's not open because of the limited seating. It's not open like that to the public. But if you contact her and to get a ticket, then
right.
I mean, I guess it is open to the public, but she don't publicize it until you get your tickets, because that's where you'll be going.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess for the house stuff, it's not, because it's not like it was at a bar or at a show place,
a public event, like a public place like that.
Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Michelle. Miss Michelle said, "Good morning." I'm sorry, I got a crack on my screen. Good morning, all. Be great on purpose today and get some rest out there, McFarland.
Yes. Let me tell y'all why she's saying this, to get the rest. Tonight at Farou's Lounge, and I hope I'm saying that word right, Farou's Lounge in Virginia, our very own Michelle Pucciarelli will be hosting tonight's show at Farou's.
That's what's up. Shout out to Michelle. Good morning to you again.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
so proud of a girl.
I'm glad everybody making moves.
I know, right? It seems like everybody. This is the hot girl summer for real. Forget the hot girls.
I know that's right. I know that's right, Mom.
So this is going to be a hot one. So we got so much popping off. So that was like the weekend. And then yesterday I performed at this place that I never performed before. It's called Hops and Shine. And
right.
in Virginia. This was the whitest neighborhood I ever been in. So
You're welcome, Miss Michelle. You're welcome, Miss Michelle. I see your message.
Michelle, we got up there. Michelle, myself, and Lee. We went in there and we did our thing. And,
Lee was fun. Lee was definitely fun.
It was
I would like to go somewhere with all y'all one more time.
Michelle, you hear that? Trey said that he wants to hang out with us.
And I ain't saying nothing, Mums. I got the gas money now. The gas money, the gas money rolling in now. So at least maybe I won't be saying just give me a ride. Or can you pick me up? I can at least say, hey, I got some drinks on me, or something this time. So yeah, Miss Michelle, I would like to definitely do something with you, Lee, and Reese. I would love to do something.
Okay.
So, future engagements, I just make sure I'm all for that or whatever, and we can work it out that way.
You know what, Lee? You know what, Trey? I would love to take you to a Black Panther. I mean, not Black Panther, Lord.
I was about to say forever.
to Galactic Panther. Sunday, I mean, they have musicians up there playing and the people singing. I would like for you to go up there one Sunday and sing.
I wouldn't mind doing that because that's already starting to come into the forefront now. Now people are starting to encourage the singing a little bit more. So I'm not opposed to that at all.
And and it's the fun place. The audience is very diverse. And
that's what I like too.
Asian, Black person, white person. It's very diverse in culture.
Yeah, that's usually where the love comes from, where everybody, different races coming together to go to an event or something like that. That's usually where a lot of love comes from.
Just to have a good time. And honey, and I've seen the singers, I said, oh, my baby will blow them out the water. And I'm not just saying because,
right.
But I'm listening, and there's some talented people in there.
Right.
Musicians on Sunday, it was packed where we couldn't even get on the list to perform. It was packed in there where we couldn't even sit down. So I know next time if Michelle game and we go to the Galactic Panther, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm up for it.
So y'all, Sunday nights the Galactic Panther, and I think the showtime for the Galactic Panther on Sunday is like 7 or 10 for those who want to come out and see a show. And I'm not sure what the mission is. I'm not sure if it's like $5 or $10 for the audience, but the performers, are free. That's performing that night. So it's
when is that happening, Mom?
It happens on Sunday, and they do another night. Oh my goodness, they do. They get out there. They do so much. And my friend Nash, he was supposed to come on the show. Not Nash, Ash. And he was supposed to come on the show one day because he got some other spots opening up. He got a go-go spot opening up, y'all. It's on 227 over there off of Duke Street. Somewhere.
Okay. I used to live on Duke Street. In Alexandria.
Yeah, that's where it is. Galactic Panthers out there. You know where Rocket Bar and Grill is?
Yeah, that's where I went for my birthday.
Rocket Bar and Grill. Oh, you was right there.
On Duke Street. Yeah, where it used to be a Lone Star. It's a Giant next to it, and like a bank. It's not a it's a bank. It's a shopping center. Where the Lone Star used to be. That the new the Rocket restaurant is at.
Oh, it ain't the new Rocket. I don't think this is new.
It's not new.
It's because the art gallery is called Galactic Panthers. The art gallery, that's where it is. It's right on the corner. I know it's a shoe store on the corner. It's some running shoe store, and then right beside it is Galactic Panther. And then when you cross the street again, then you got Rocket Bar and Grill. I'm thinking that's Michelle got all the exact address.
Right.
All I know is what I can see around. You'd be like, where are we at? What is this? But yeah, that's another space. I found out that there is a place every day of the week that I could go perform at. And me and Michelle and Lee a couple of others were trying to get that locked down.
Mhm.
So, and it's out throughout the DMV. So, and we just got to get down there where Slicky is at the port. That's the name of it. It's in Baltimore, the port in Baltimore.
I seen your comment too, Slicky. I got you. I seen your comment.
He said, sing the goddamn song. Like I
Like
told
I told you to. He talking about. I know the words, Ike. I wrote it. I know the words, Ike. I wrote it.
Goddamn, anime.
Goddamn, you don't sing the song the way I tell you to sing. Anime, goddamn. Nah, I got you, Ike.
Not push city limit. Go ahead, sing it,
Right.
not push.
That part.
Push.
He said, I seen William Spencer. Let's see what his comment said.
So, okay,
Mhm.
people, this is Monday Madness. And as you know, I always have something to grind my gears on. Something that I feel that is not right.
What's up, Rico? Good morning, Rico. What's up?
Things that I feel that is not right.
What's not right, Ma? Tell us.
This video I'm about to show you.
Not a problem.
License?
Yeah, I do, but I didn't get pulled over.
It doesn't matter. I'm asking you for a driver's license for an ID to verify who you are.
Okay, but what
That's
crime?
just-
What crime are we investigating? What crime?
Wait,
What crime do you
hold on
commit?
one moment.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Let me get
What crime do
your
you
driver's
suspect me of
license.
committing?
Let me get your ID to
Okay.
verify who you
But
are.
you need a crime.
You don't need a
Yes, you do.
crime. Not
Yes, you do.
to.
In public,
No, you don't.
ID?
No, you don't.
Thank you. I appreciate you, boss. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, what's your name, sir? What's your badge number? I appreciate you're awesome, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. All we doing is breaking up a fight and y'all pulling us over. Thank you.
I didn't even have a chance to talk to you.
All we do is break up a fight and then they came. We were
I
trying to
understand.
touch people. I was just breaking up because it was right next to us. And then
All
they
right,
came and y'all.
thank you,
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, you have a good one.
You got a driver's license?
Yeah, I do, but
Now, how many times have we been in a situation like that? That truly upsets me because I know sometimes the law is unlawful. A lot of times, I mean, Trey, you're a young black man. How do you feel about the law? How do you feel about the video that you saw first?
Number one, I think it's a good practice too, and I've been doing it so because I don't want to do something that I want to practice what I preach. So I've been trying to understand Maryland law, still practicing Virginia law because I'm from Virginia and I don't know as much as I should have because a lot of things you are allowed to do. And there are a lot of things that police officers aren't allowed to do. So if you don't know and you can't decipher what the law is, they can take advantage of you full-fledged. You can save yourself from getting arrested, going to jail, getting locked up, getting hemmed up with some stuff in your car. There's a lot of different things you can do, a lot of procedures you can take to make sure that you're good regardless. I haven't had a situation. What's up? I haven't had this. What's going on? I haven't had a situation where I needed to really be asked for my ID necessarily, and I didn't just willingly give it because I don't really, I just haven't had a setup necessarily had a setup like that. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, certain situations, I'm like, if you don't have nothing on you, you don't always have to provide your ID and all of that. This situation is a little different. Well, me, if I'm not doing shit, I'm not involved in nothing all deep, I'm going to just give you ID so you can get out my face, to be honest.
Right.
I'm not even going to fight and do all that because we, as black people, can't afford to do all that shit. Honestly, we don't need no extra reasons for nobody to pull out no gun or try to slam your ass down to the ground. We don't need another knee on somebody's neck. So I just feel like right now, we can't do all that political shit. We just need to do what we need to do to get the hell on. Know your laws, know your rights, so you can know what you can avoid and what they can't do to you. But
You definitely know your rights. And doing that man wasn't breaking any law. He said he was breaking up a fight. But then when the police show up, give me your ID, and nobody was doing anything. Do you have the right to say, no, I'm not giving?
I can get on the phone. I'll let you hear some shit, man.
Be open because they didn't know their rights. The police stopped them because they said that one of the tail lights was out. Okay, this is down St. Mary's County. That's a very, very rubbish That's all I'm gonna say. Rubbish County, right?
Yeah.
So it was a young lady. She's traveling at night. So the police stopped her, say, you know, your tail light is out. She was like, oh, no, sir, I didn't know. Okay, thank you. He gonna say, I smell weed. She was like, huh? She had dreads, right? So he said, you got weed in the car? And he was like, no. And he said, do you mind if I search your car? She got out the car. She could have told him no. And she did not know better. She got out the car. She didn't have no weed on her, but what she had on her in her purse was a blade. That's because a knife, because she drive at night and she's by herself.
So it was in her purse though.
In her, huh?
It was in her bag though.
Exactly.
That's illegal. Yeah, that's illegal.
And because if anything over 4 inches is considered a concealed weapon. She didn't know it was a kitchen knife. And she carried it because she ride by herself for protection. She's a female. Don't you know they actually locked her up for that? The officer did that, right?
Right.
Will her in. You spent a night in jail, and when they got to court, the judge threw it out. As they should have. As they should. She shouldn't have even got arrested. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, because she could have told him, no, you cannot search my vehicle. Give me my ticket for the bust the lighter out or the warrant or whatever. She provided all the information and she was legit. And then there was another time, because my brother was telling me about like down St. Mary's that they stopped you for nothing. And I didn't know when they were racial profiling. I didn't know. Well, they do it up here too, don't they? I think they do it all over. Sometimes when they stop you and they ask the passenger for their ID.
Yeah, which is had nothing to do with the situation. I'm glad I never got pulled over. I'm glad I haven't run into that yet because I don't know how my anxiety would be through the roof as soon as I seen them lights. I know I ain't got nothing in my car. I know I'm not speeding. I know my tail light's not out, and I still will have anxiety like hell if I get pulled over. Like I'm waiting for that. I'm not looking for it, but I'm waiting for that first time I get pulled over because I'm big as shit. I got dreads. I don't need no reasons for nobody. I get off late. I don't need no reasons for nobody to be asking me where I'm going, what I'm doing. If you're in my passenger seat, you're not giving them no idea for anything. Because you're inquiring about me, what the driver is, the person in the driver's seat. You're asking me the questions. You're not talking to them. You're not going to try to pull one over and try to see if you can get, catch somebody with a record or something on it so that you can snatch them up too. It's not a money grab. It's not a quota that you're going to meet today. No.
And they do have a quota. They do. Actually, how can a police officer get a quota? They looking for people breaking the laws. They searching if you don't get nobody breaking the law, what that mean? You're not doing your job?
Right. And obviously my thing is you should, but it shouldn't be a number that they add to it. You shouldn't have a quota, but they obviously see that you've been working all month and you only had, 2 tickets. You ain't doing something, but not to the point where you have a number that you have to meet or else you're gonna get in trouble. That's where that dirtiness comes from. Behind a lot of cops.
Because maybe you haven't ran into any crime. Maybe you actually haven't caught any speeders. But for you to have a quota like, you better catch 50 speeders this month. Maybe 50 people won't be speeding. I mean, that's a dumb thing to have, and to me, in places a quota on catching criminals or a quota on writing tickets.
We need to start as Black people, honestly, and we doing all these videos about selling weed and laying down wigs and how to do tutorials on gluing shit down and all that. But we need to have seminars on your law. What's up, bro? We need to have seminars on practicing your law. That's what needs to happen.
The seminar on knowing your rights.
And knowing your rights.
We got another video.
Okay, not a problem.
In theme with the Monday Madness theme.
Yeah. Whenever you ready to play, I'm gonna keep it muted because I got buses pulling up. I don't want too much noise and talking on. Okay.
Okay.
Are you filming? I'm sorry, you're in my building.
I'm in your building.
This is the town of Orangetown's building.
This is yours?
You don't own the building. The people own the building, ma'am. This is a public building.
Do you have a permit to film here?
Do I have a permit?
Yeah.
I do not have a permit, no.
Okay, so in order to film in this building, you need a permit.
That's not true. How you doing, sir?
Officer Caleb, Farmington Police Department.
How you doing?
What's going on today?
Nothing, just filming.
I don't want
Exit
anything
this way.
on
You can turn it off, or I can take it from you.
Need to leave?
I'm ordering you to leave.
So
I want on his
Turn it
phone
off.
shut off. I
Don't-
want it
I'm
right
walking
off the
out.
phone.
Turn it off.
I want
This is
it
not
off
against the
phone.
law. This is a constitutionally protected activity.
Turn
You
it
to
off
leave.
the phone.
I want to make it clear. I'm trying to walk past you to leave because you're going to need some complaints.
Turn off the
Don't
phone.
touch my phone
Turn it off.
because you're going to make a big mistake here.
What's my mistake?
Your mistake is you're violating my rights.
I'm not violating your
and
rights.
I'm gonna
You're
hold you
in-
accountable.
Your ID.
This is what crime have I committed?
I can ask you for your ID.
And you can ask me for my
Where's
ID
your
and I
ID?
can decline.
Where's your ID?
I'm going to decline to give you my ID. It's my right.
Oh, you are?
Now, if you're in a public building, publicly, you can film what's in that building. If you're in a public building, the lady.
Only thing oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying the lady didn't want. I remember this story. He was going there to prove something that they don't something about. I don't know. They are doing their job. They ain't working, but he was in the public part, the area part where all the public is, and they told him that he couldn't film before in the back where everybody offices is, and that's private and all that. He couldn't get a tour of the building because everybody offices and stuff was. He was in some government building, but in the lobby part where the public is, the general public, he was saying that you're breaking my law. Let's watch that again. I want to catch everything that he's saying from the beginning to make sure that this is the same video that I'm speaking of.
A permit, no.
Okay, so in order to film it,
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
good, how are you? Are you filming? I'm sorry, you're in my building.
I'm in your building.
This is the town of Orangetown's building?
This is yours?
Of
You don't own the
Orangetown.
building. The people own the building, ma'am. This is a public building.
Do you have a permit to film here?
Do I have a permit?
Yeah.
I do not have a permit, no.
Okay, so in order to film in this building, you need a permit.
That's not true. How you doing, sir?
Officer Caleb, Farmington Police Department.
How you doing?
What's going on today?
Nothing, just filming.
I don't want
Exit
anything
this
on
way.
it.
You can turn it off, or I can take it from you.
Need to leave?
I'm ordering you to leave.
So
I want on his
turn it
phone
off.
shut off. I want
Don't.
it right
I'm
off
walking
the
out.
phone.
Turn it off.
I want
This is
it
not
off
against the
phone.
law. This is a constitutionally protected activity.
Turn
You
it
leave.
off the phone.
I want to make it clear. I'm trying to walk past you to leave because you're going to need some complaints.
Turn off the
Don't
phone.
touch my phone
Turn it off.
because you're going to make a big mistake here.
What's my mistake?
Your mistake is you're violating my rights.
I'm not violating your
and
rights.
I'm gonna
You're
hold
in-
you
you're-
accountable.
Your ID.
This is what crime have I committed?
I can ask you for your ID.
And you can ask me for my
Where's your
ID and I
ID?
can decline.
Where's your ID?
I'm going to decline to give you my ID. It's my right.
Oh, you are?
Wow. Now I understand because the way things are now, safety in the buildings where you need to present your ID because we have so many nut rolls going into places and shooting places up. So I can understand why they will want your ID. I can understand that. And why some people, some areas don't want stuff filmed. What are you filming it for? Is it a documentary? I understand and get that. But do you think that man's rights were violated? Do you think he had the right to film what he wanted to film? That would be my only question, to the audience and everybody. Let me see what the people saying. Let's see. Slicky said it's best to chill and do what they say or get shot here in Baltimore. Okay, Slicky talking about in Baltimore getting shot, the police. She don't know what's going on. The lady don't, yeah. But I think people always think that's in authoritative positions that they could tell you do things that they don't know that they're rights themselves. All they know is that they're in head or they're in charge or they're the boss. You know what I mean? But here, I don't know. It depends on what building it is. He said the Orange County building. I don't know if it's a judicial building or what. It's not a museum. That's definitely not that. and that you can't film in some places because it gives thieves an inside look at some places. Like there was a place in Vegas when I went to, it was an Hermes store. Do you know the lady would not even let us take a picture of the purse? We could not take our cameras, we could not have our cameras out in the store at Hermes and take pictures of the bags and stuff. And I was like, we can't take pictures, we can't film in it. That store, that lady told us no. I didn't know if we had to do without color, or I don't know if it's their procedure that they're hiding the bags, or what, but we could not film and take pictures of them bags. I don't know if they were scared that somebody was gonna make some knockoff of the bags, or if somebody showing them the layout how to get in and steal the bags. I don't know. So I'm kind of iffy on the fence.
With dogs on their red pants, right?
Kind of on the fence with this. Trey.
Yes, I'm back. I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong. I had pressed the wrong button. I did see the video. Yes.
Okay, and what are your thoughts on what you saw?
Well, I'm not one of those. Okay, let me say that. Let me say this first. Certain people have privileges and other people don't. We, like I said before, we can't do certain things. I don't know what the full context of the video was because I didn't see like the end result. I didn't see why he was in there actually trying to film. Because I mean, yeah, we don't need to push boundaries. I understand. Legally, if you're in the lobby of a building that's official, like a police office, police office, a police station, you can film. You can have your camera out. It's not against the law necessarily, but the man that sounded like he was talking sounded like a white man, and that's not nothing against nobody, but we can't afford him. So I don't have no reason to be in no police station, no way. If y'all not locking me up for something I did or something like that, there ain't no reason for me to walk around in my hand out coffee cups or something because there ain't no reason for me to be, there for shit. So, but I think we need to not push boundaries. There's no reason for you to be out there. That's extra for no reason. You, like I said, know your laws. That's one thing I'm trying to practice and read more about and keep up with. Because laws change every day. So you might have something that you knew last year that's completely different from how it used to work. So that's one thing I'm trying to do, start studying laws. That's my only opinion on it. I'm gonna keep my mic muted unless you're asking me something because I'm on the bus and I don't want bus that sounds and all that to disturb the show.
Tell everybody on the bus tune into the morning make show. It's okay. But you saying that you ain't gonna be in the police station.
Oh yes, ma'am. I do understand that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do a morning show. Sorry.
Oh wow. Well, so there you have it. Our local songbird said he is not going to be a jailbird. he said I'll be a songbird, but I'll be damned if I be a jailbird. I'm not going to be at the police station. No sir, no ma'am, no ham, no way.
No ma'am, no turkey. No ham, no ma'am,
no turkey. No ham, no turkey, no yams, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, you name it. He said you would not find him in the police. Thank you. I know that's right. And like DJ Slicky said, he said down there in Baltimore, he said, you got to do what they say in Baltimore. I guess Slicky said, ain't no smoke in the city. These officers, he said, because they will shoot you. And that got me like some officers are scared to police and do their job. And some of them go out with so much vigor. They're like, yeah, I'm going to get you criminals. Get some. You never know who you're going to encounter because there are a lot of good police officers out there. I know personally a lot of them, and I'm thankful that the ones that I know are the good ones. I don't know any bad ones. I don't want to know any bad ones because if I did, I would have to call them out on their badness. Because you can't complain on police officers. You can complain if they let you, because officers don't take it lightly when you complaining about another officer, or a situation where you're going to come and do a report. They don't like that. You have the right to do a report and complain, but they don't like that, and it's kind of scary. So what you going to do? Like you're in a witness protection program from the police now. If you enlarge a complaint on a police officer, the whole precinct gonna come down, get you, be looking for you and your family and harassing you like that? Is that what they do? Read the other stuff I sent you. Let me go back up, Slicky. He said, "Did you hear her say that said my building?" Yeah. She did say my
Can
building.
you
The
hear me
lady.
now?
Oh, I
Can you
can hear
still
you
hear me?
now. Yes.
Okay, I was saying that I feel like that's one thing. The only thing I would want to chime in on and say is I think that's one thing that we need to remember, that there are good cops. So I'm not one of those people who I'm not talking to the cops for nothing. There's nothing for us to discuss. I'm not. Oh, hey, how you doing? Blah 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 blah. But when it comes to the fact that these are human beings that have a career, I feel like you know, even though we, see all that we see in the news, I think we should remember that a lot of those cops are good people, because I know a lot of cops myself that they right by the community, especially the ones that worked in, like, when I went to TC Williams or whatever. Some of the ones I still be happy to hear from, happy to see. You know them all up. You might know them for slamming a couple niggas that was running and doing crazy stuff, but at the same time, did their job, yes. Did right by the communities, good fathers and wives, husbands and stuff like that, yes. So we do have to remember that there is good people that do jobs that might not get the best rap. Everyone's still a human being. Good morning, Miss Kim. How you doing?
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, definitely. But did you hear what Slicky said? Slicky said, "Did you hear the lady say her building?" She said, "You're in my building.
Right.
You're filming in my building." And he said, "You don't own no building. This is the public, lady." Like I said, a little bit of power go a long way, and especially if that's a Karen. Oh, Karen gonna know the neighborhood in the block. Like there are a lot of busybody Karens. I met one this Saturday when I was doing a poolside comedy show. She was a nosy neighbor trying to find out what's going on and everything. I'm like, oh, that is a Karen if I ever saw a Karen. You know what?
Yeah, I would have liked to see a video that showed the context behind it, so I can see what happened to him, because I want to see when certain people, I don't care what race you are, but when certain people that are non-black do certain things, I want to see the end result, because I know how it would go if my big ass walked in there telling me, "Hi, I just want to film. Good morning, I just want to film." Like it's not gonna go like
No,
that.
I think
So
he was there for something else, and they was filming, and they wouldn't let him go past the doors. If this is the same clip, because they was like, "You can't film in this building," and he was like, "Why not? It's a public building." Like I said, some people say it's their stuff. She said, "This is the orange county." She said the county. I couldn't hear the county she said. But
well, I can't put too much towards that video, because I just don't know what you said. I'm hard of hearing because I'm on the bus. But did you say that you know what happened? Like you read about it or watched the video or something, or what happened afterwards?
Well, we could definitely. I'll do a search for the other part, and I could definitely get it back to the folks another time to find out what happened. If there's another part to the video, I'll definitely do a search.
If I find it, I won't be on tomorrow. I don't think, because of the scheduling or whatever. But maybe some days throughout the week we can touch back on it or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, if you find it, you could just share it with the group, and Molly could bring it up and everything. That'd be great too, and let us know when you come back on, so you could speak on it as well. That'd be fine. We have okay. This is another video. This is more explanatory, because this video, a dude is going into the precinct to complain about a cop. And this
yeah, I know what you're talking about too.
He's greeted in the video.
I see this one, the black guy that came in.
Which one y'all talking about?
To a different police department.
When the guy came in to make a complaint.
You sent me that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I wish I already had it like saved or something to the mind. I didn't know what the subject was going to be for today, but I know what you're talking about the black guy going in. He very respectful about how he came in and said he wanted to file a police report. The lady behind the desk was like,
it was the last
not
one
that
in the
he's
group.
saying all that happens in the video because I don't want to give it away. But the whole disregard, the whole disrespect that they had for him, and they band together. They definitely band together, so they're gonna protect him.
Let me go back.
Nah, I ain't got that video. I ain't see that. You seen that video in the group somewhere, Trey? If so, like it.
It was the third one.
They did everything but help that man.
It was the third one. Let me see.
To go about it the legal way, the right way, and they just let him. They just toss him off. They gave him all type of loopholes and put them on being. No, you can't contact this person's information and blah 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 blah. It was terrible. So I hope y'all do find the video. It was kind of crazy. He went in there respectful. He wasn't. I don't know.
I've been thinking them setups. That's how I look at it. They like setups. Because a lot of them people, you get hired for a job and they tell you in training, don't let nobody come in here and just start recording and filming. You doing your job.
Miss Kim said, "What's up, Molly?"
What up, Kim? Kenny in here.
What was you saying, Molly? My bad. What's up, Kenneth? What's going on?
There's a lot of noise on your end. I can't really hear. I'm trying. I can hear you now.
That whole job training, what it means to be, I feel like it needs to be, you need to go through officer. Like, you got to do something to show, and not just no community service, because everybody can grit their teeth and do whatever they got to do to get through something, to get a career job. And considering the fact that they might pay police officers a little bit more now, possibly, but they've always been known my whole life to not get paid that much.
Yeah,
but it's not even that.
It's
not even a big ass.
Well, I be just shocked that I think police is smart as lawyers.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know the law. Like, they ain't like they go to law school. It take 8 years to learn the law for these lawyers. So you think the cops know the law? So you be having people that went to law school going on the cops. The cops don't know, but they make it sound like, I'm outsmarting the cops. And they just go value on it. But you knew they was going to say something if you walk in that building. Because that lady been told, even if it's right for what you doing, but she been told, don't let nobody in this building. If people come in this building and start filming and doing whatever they want, she get fired. That's why she's saying it's her building. Because if she don't protect this building, she get fired.
I feel you on that shit. I feel you on that. Because even if it's not because I respect it. I respect her saying that. Like I said, I don't know the full context of the whole video, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what the conversation was. Just because it started off that way doesn't mean she didn't calm. I'm like,
they probably let him out. He probably left, or they probably said, go ahead, record what you want to record. These people that stir shit up, they do shit purposely. Like, you got dudes walking around here. Only white dudes, don't try this shit, niggas. Because they don't give a fuck what we say. They walking around with AKs and shit legally, like guns, walking around with it just out. And the police will get up on them, like, you can't do that. But legally, they can. So they keep doing it. But if it's a black dude, we most likely going to get shot 8 out of 10 times. I won't say 9, but at least 8. So it's just like, don't watch these videos getting caught up saying this how the law supposed to be. We get shot.
That's why not too much emotion comes behind videos when I watch them, because if I don't know the full context of what happened, like a lot of people are doing shit like that for views now. They're cutting videos out, making them short, showing a little bit to get people hyped off of it and just get comments and stuff and boost their algorithm. Like I said, in the future, I would like to see that, maybe when I get in the house, I can look up the full context of the video so I know what happened. But we don't need to be doing extra. I don't care if it's black, white, whatever. Why be in the building filming?
My workplace, it ain't like occurring that was at the park and she was like, y'all shouldn't be cooking out here. That's occurring. But this lady doing her job. Who the fuck is you? If you live in that building, I would want somebody to question this nigga that just in our building record. I would
just in the building out filming. I would want you to say something. If I'm working behind the desk and I'm behind the glass or whatever, I would want to know why somebody walking around my lobby with a phone too. If you don't have no business here, go. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care what you are. But if you don't have no business here, get your ass out of there. People do a lot of stuff that a lot of people do things to try to bait police officers too. Like I'm not trying to be in defense of I'm not one of the boys from Blue and all that. I'm not for all that shit. But at the same time, I can be realistic and be like you said, Molly, that's somebody's workplace. Disrespecting somebody's workplace is weird. People do a lot of weird stuff, blowing up buildings and doing all types of crazy stuff. But a lot of people do stuff on camera to enrage people and enrage police officers or people of authority just so they can get a reaction to get on film because they want to put something up that's going to be viral or pop off or whatever. So a lot of people are online dating, and it's not them trolling with fake videos or clickbait. It's a lot of it. So you have to definitely see the full context of videos like that nowadays. You know people's motivation behind it.
Molly, pull up the last one about the child support. And in lieu of Father's Day, because I love all my fathers, and I want to salute my fathers just like we salute the mothers. Because to me,
You said Father's Day? I didn't hear you. You said Father's Day?
I said I want to salute the fathers just like we saluted the mothers. But during the whole month of May. So the whole month of June, let's salute the fathers for Father's Day. And I came across this video, and I want y'all to see it. Molly, you got that one? And tell me what y'all think about this.
You have enough? Okay, putting up a video.
Mm-hmm.
Cashier job. She's like she wants to get out of the payments that she's doing.
Payments of what?
Child support, ma'am.
Is there a reason why you're not paying to support this child?
I left my job and I did do it intentionally.
Wait a minute. You intentionally left your job?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
How much did you make at your last job?
Annually $70,000. Now I work at a convenience store.
How much are you making now?
$30,000 a year.
What's the qualification to work at that job? High school diploma. And you have a master's degree. I'm not about to play with you. Ma'am, I'm going to make you pay child support. $899.60 is going to be your monthly child support obligation that you're going to pay each month to this man.
Wow, that's a decent chunk for what she's making. She will be forced to get another job.
Did y'all hear that? This lady, she's paying child support. So it's the reverse role, which means the man probably got the children. She quit her job making $70,000 a year, y'all, to go and get a job at 7-Eleven, making $30,000. So she went in a $40,000 decline just not to pay child support. I mean, that is remarkable to me. But you hear about daddies doing it all the time, but for a woman to do that, and I think the judge was right, and they hit her with their child support. How you gonna have a master's degree and quit your good job and get a job at 7-Eleven as a cashier? How, Sway? How? Trayvon, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, getting into the subject, I couldn't really hear it too much. I think she was saying, I think they were increasing her. She was trying to increase the child support. Is that correct?
Okay, well let's play it again for those of y'all who didn't. Molly, can we run it back?
A cashier job. She's like she wants to get out of the payments that she's doing.
Payments of what?
Child support, ma'am.
Is there a reason why you're not paying to support this child?
I left my job and I did do it intentionally.
Wait a minute. You intentionally left your job?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
How much did you make at your last job?
Annually $70,000. Now I work at a convenience store.
How much are you making now?
$30,000 a year.
What's the qualification to work at that job?
You just need a high school diploma.
High school diploma. And you have a master's degree. I'm not about to play with you. Ma'am, I'm going to make you pay child support. $899.60 is going to be your monthly child support obligation that you're going to pay each month to this man.
Wow, that's a decent chunk for what she's making. She will be forced to get another job.
I just found out my wife just left her corporate job for
See, the wife left the public job, her job, making $70,000, not to pay child support.
Oh, so she left it on purpose, so she didn't have to pay.
Yeah, she said she.
I mean,
it ain't nothing to say.
I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that because
whether whether you're a man or a woman, if you do something like that to get out of trying to pay child support, you're a trifling ass parent.
Yeah, I mean, parenthood is a commitment. So when you are a parent, regardless, number one, your goal, you should have a line of communication because you had a child with that person. In my opinion, you should have a line of communication where involving the system is necessary. So that's my problem. That's the first problem. The fact that we are a lot of people go straight to child support. You can't communicate with the person they have a child with, whether it's the dad talking to the mom or the mom talking to the dad. Then you should have something in place where that parent is still active, still has an open window to take care of the child and everything without having support. A lot of people want child support because, well, in this case, I'm assuming it's the dad that needs the receiving the child support and has the kids. I think child support is necessary for the negligent parents, but I would encourage people to have children with people they can communicate with and not have to involve the system because anybody who knows anything about child support, that's not something that's meant to really benefit the parents at all. If you look into who gets paid from child support and where it really goes, a lot of these politicians and political figures are getting paid off of child support. That's a money grab for them. It's not even about the parent or the child, to be honest. So people start to stop messing with people, stop having kids, people you can't talk to, they don't want to push out together. If you can. Everybody got a situation. Sometimes you have to go for child support, but that is trifling regardless. If you're going to try to duck anything that has to do with taking care of your child. But if you really got it to the point, you're really doing bad when you can't communicate and y'all two adults can't talk about what's needed and what needs to be taken care of. She should already be even on her little $40,000 or whatever. I don't know why she intentionally thought that she was going to work the system like that. I don't see that.
Oh, my man Hakeem just came in.
You didn't lose your job because you got hurt. Okay, welcome Hakeem in.
Good morning, Hakeem.
Good morning. Good morning.
What's good? What's up, King?
What's going on, sir?
Ain't too much. I'm about to hop on this bus so I ain't got to be whispering. Damn, everybody get put off the bus.
Nah, you tell them good morning. Tell them good morning Monday. Everybody be happy.
Tell them grand rising, man. Rise.
Grand rising.
Yeah, that's right. You're right, grand rising. You're right, Marlon.
But Reese, I think my man took the cake. Everybody knows Nick Cannon been out here having all these kids. So everybody was like, talking about it. But what they ain't know is Nick Cannon been doing his homework. So to get out of child support he was already in, he decided to have more kids. And what happens is when you have after 10 kids, you don't have to pay child support.
No.
Yeah, look at that. It's crazy. So a couple of baby mamas coming out talking about it now. I'm gonna play this one clip and you gotta hear that.
I'm getting off the bus now, so I'm gonna have you repeat yourself in a second, Molly, because you said something and I heard Reese say no. So I'm gonna ask you in a second what you said. Hold on. Thank you, ma'am. You have a good day. Yes, ma'am. Next time. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna have to look that up. That's crazy.
So what did you say, Molly? My bad. I can turn my phone up now. What did you say that Reese disagreed with?
I didn't disagree. I was shocked.
Oh no! Something you said. No, I just didn't know what y'all said. I just heard no after he said something.
Yeah,
what did y'all say?
I was playing the clip for y'all. Basically, Nick Cannon. Y'all know he got all these kids, but
don't tell me he got another one.
No,
Nick Cannon plays
not a child support the whole time. The whole goal was to have more than 10. Because after you have 10 kids, you don't have to pay child support.
Oh wow!
A lot of baby mamas and stuff coming out complaining about it now, and I was just sharing one of the clips of the girl talking about it on one of these talk shows.
They can't get mad because they got bit in the ass because you thought you was gonna take a rich man and have a kid. And
you don't pay after 10. So
10
the 11, 12, and 13 ain't gonna.
No, he don't pay for no child support. It's not physically impossible for him to take care of more than 10 kids or more, or pay for them financially.
Wait a minute. So he's not
Monthly.
paying nothing.
Nope.
He got to pay something for some of them.
No, he probably taking care of his kids.
He just take care of them. He
probably take care of them, but they not getting.
Right.
The women want liquid cash. That's what they want. You want to see that deposit hit your account that say such and such thousand, and so you can be good off that. These women thought they was gonna hit a gold mine, and you didn't, and now you're mad about it. That's what it is.
So they was gold digging for real.
They was mining. They was doing more than digging. They was fracking.
for diamonds and jewels and rubies and shit.
You got a clip, Marley?
Yeah, I got a clip, but y'all, it's got low, so y'all got to be quiet. Y'all can't talk through it.
All right, I'm muted.
The way it works is like after 10, the court can basically say he can't afford to pay child support. Or because he is who he is, they could say, we know you can afford X amount for each household.
Seriously, like, what the fuck? That explains a lot, I guess. I keep going too.
Your situation is very unique. Yeah. Is this a myth or is this true? That after 10 kids, you don't have to pay child support? That's true. The way it works is like after 10, the court can basically say he can't afford to pay child support. Or because he is who he is, they could say, we know you can afford X amount for each household.
Seriously, like, what the fuck? That explains a lot, I guess.
I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
I love the game. I'm dead off the import.
That's it though, man. Hey, look more into it, y'all. But hey, man, I thought Nick Cannon was out here just doing shit the whole time.
Yeah.
Still got a lot of kids to raise, but he's not forced.
There's a lot of kids to raise. Thank you.
Like a dude that got 8 kids. 8 kids.
That is a lot of kids to raise.
Just had 2 more, man. 2 more, you get out of it.
I don't think that nobody should be having kids without the intention of doing. I don't think he walk around being a deadbeat. Like I would say, I just think these women ain't getting the liquid cash that they thought they was gonna get. Mr. James, my bad. I'm sorry. Mr. James Stalin said Nick Cannon gives up money only for kids, only for his kids. The baby mothers do not get a check. They have been trying to. They've been trying for years. Nick Cannon is also paying for 3 of his children. College tuition, plus taking care of each other child that they have. Yeah, I don't strike him as a type to be, especially after starting off with somebody like, I mean, not that who he had his first children with matters, but starting out behind Mariah Carey, I don't think that what he's trying to do, I feel like is what is it? He's trying to have different matches for because he has health issues. So he's trying to find and create matches that can be beneficial in the future when it comes to, I think it's, I forgot what it is, not bone marrow. It's some type of something that he needs the right match to be able to keep up with health wise. But yeah, I just think I think these women shouldn't have been going for a gold mine. I think your life should be what it is before that. You're not a celebrity, so I don't think you have nobody knocking down your door to take pictures. I don't think you're in any harm. Yeah, you should be secure. I don't think you should necessarily be out for anybody to just like the community across the street just knock on your door and be like, "Are you Nick Cannon's baby mother?" I think you should be a little away and secure, maybe in a place with a lobby, but your ass don't need to be in no mansion or whatever just because you have a child with Nick Cannon.
And that messes the child up when they grow up. So, was that just a paycheck for you? Did you have feelings for my daddy or whatever or anything? That's craziness. Because I remember my son asked me, was he made out of love? And I say, I loved your daddy to death. Yes, you was. But just to say later, I needed a paycheck, and he said he was gonna pay this month rent. He said he's gonna give me $10,000 for a baby. And then say, okay, I'm gonna keep the baby and I'm take you up for child support. I got that. That kind of makes me mad. But I know a lot of people, hate to say it, a lot of people who do try to go after the man or dig a hole in that man's ass for child support. And then the fathers, the good fathers, have to suffer with the bad fathers. Because I know some rotten fathers.
Yeah. Yeah, these women shouldn't have been going for gold, man.
Y'all can look this up if y'all can look this up. But it's a new thing out now that anybody that paid child support, they can get all that money back because what is child support is unconstitutional to the family. And this is a new thing that is hitting out whereas that they speak in a certain language. They're not going to make it easy for you. but you can get all that money. Anybody who paid child support can get that money back.
What
'Cause
about
it's
if the lady was
unconstitutional.
on welfare? 'Cause
Under
a lot
what
of
clause?
times
Yeah, I want to
when
know
you
under what
do public
clause.
assistance, the money go to the public assistant people. First they go through there, and the public assistant is the one that be taking the men up for child support. Because I've seen that too. That, oh, who's your baby daddy? Because we're gonna get him on child support because he gonna pay back the system. What
But
about
see,
people
that's
like
the
that?
unconstitution because that particular branch don't have anything to do with the law of the land. That's why they're making it unconstitutional. You got to look it up. I'm looking at it, investigating more. But I know a guy who's got the paperwork. They make it real hard for you to do the paperwork. So once you messed up, you won't be able to get it. So you got to really study it, get to understand it, and they don't have it where as though you can print it out. Anybody get this particular paperwork is going to it's like registered to that person. So it ain't like you're gonna get it and you're gonna be able to share it.
Right.
They already had somebody call. So soon as you pull up that paperwork, they got somebody call because it's unconstitutional. It's a law. It's unconstitutional for anybody to be taken for child support.
That's
It's
what I
not
was trying
even.
to say. Yeah.
It's not even a government agency. That is something that they created. Yeah. But looking into more, I'm looking into more. But I know somebody right now actually got the paperwork doing this.
Now they could ruin a person's life because not only do they take the people up for child support, they take their license, they lock them up, and you telling me they doing all of this stuff and it's not even constitutional?
Yeah.
I be smoking.
You looking at a guy? You looking at a guy? You looking at a guy? Huh?
I said, can these
It's
people
not showing the government.
license laws? You lost your job because of child support and you got locked up. Can they go back and sue the government, the law of the land? If this is unconstitutional, why is the law of the land doing that to people?
They're only doing that to who?
It's different. Law of the lands and the law of the states is different. Y'all don't follow the law of the land. It's people that robbed banks for millions of dollars and walked out the courtroom. Told the judge, you ain't got no right. I don't follow your laws. I only follow the laws of the land. And
exactly.
What they can do when he pulled that paperwork out, the judge got up and left. Everybody left. They know what they doing ain't right. But you can trick people to think these things they doing.
Exactly.
They gonna constantly lock us up and enslave us. But locking people up period is against the law of the land. But the law of the United States is okay. And as long as y'all go and vote and sign up,
right, and participate,
submit, and that's why I always say submit your application. The fill out application is to submit. You basically giving them permission to do these things to you. Every time you write down anything, you give them permission. So
pretty much. Well, that's what I was saying, Hakeem. That's what I was saying earlier when I was on the bus. It was a little hard to talk, but that's what I was trying to say, Reese and Molly. That's what I was trying to say about the design of, and obviously I ain't got no children, but the design of child support isn't beneficial. It's not even meant to be. But yeah, you get a little cut out of it, you get your little percentage. But like Uncle Sam usually does, he's going to take his first. So the majority, I say 75% of what you really supposed to really be getting is not going to the to the parent. It's not going to the child. It's going directly to. Excuse me, I got something on my face. It's going directly to some of these figures, these figureheads, these politicians. Some of these accounts is going to. So they're getting a pretty much a commission for signing your ass up for 18 years of child support.
Yeah, but everybody get that money. It's going to be a lawsuit. Well, not necessarily lawsuit. It's just finding that their child support agency is just unconstitutional to what the United States of the government. So they're not going to come out and outright say this loud. It's always going to be some undercover because they don't want, because they're part of it. Think about it. All these families, they getting welfare, and the women beating the system. Now you can get food stamps and you can go to the restaurant now and eat off your food stamps. You know,
Right.
so
Now I hate when I see women. I haven't seen any men do it. Women in the daggone seafood getting all these crabs and stuff, throwing parties and steaks. What about the children? They'll go to the grocery store, stock up the house for what, a week or two, and then later on in the month, the kids are gonna be hungry because they eating eating shrimp and lobster and all that. Do the kids really want that? That just perplexes me. You know, they have a kickback.
I used to kind of feel that way a little bit. You know, I don't mind you being able to get crab legs, because if we didn't consider crab legs something to be a delicacy, and if we consider the bottom barrel, I'm not going to say they're allowed to have it because it's not something that we consider, you know, good eating or whatever. I don't want it to seem like because they have an EBT card or they're using, you know, food stamps or whatever you call it, that they're not able to get seafood. No, I don't think you should be getting. You know, you should just be frivolous with it. But I think people and families are allowed to eat what they want to eat regardless. I don't, as somebody who's worked in grocery stores, been a cashier, or just worked in grocery stores in general, seeing people full of carts of ho-hos and cupcakes and chips and shit versus vegetables and oatmeals and, you know, things for, you know, the whole family to really eat off of. I'd rather it be maybe a little regulated where a small percentage can go towards treats and sweets and stuff. You know, I don't think you need to be getting 10 boxes of brownies and all types of cakes and shit like that. Like, I don't, you know, but at the same time, I don't want to tell people that they can't eat crab legs, because if we consider crab legs something that nobody wanted, then all of a sudden it'll be okay for them to have it.
That's not what I'm talking about, them not getting it. I'm talking about them throwing a party for themselves, for the adults, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Girlfriends go to the store and get all of this stuff for the adults, and the kids get what? Hot dogs and hamburgers. You spending all their money that they're supposed to have for their food for the month on a party.
And you seen that same person not have no food at all for their family?
On in the month, the kids eating bologna sandwiches.
And that's it, or whatever, because there's nothing wrong with a bologna sandwich, but that's it.
No,
or
I mean, you know what I mean. Because the adults and they party, her man and them, they party. You know, to me, you don't give your children hot dog and give your man steak.
Oh, hold up. Let's back up.
Well, I don't. That goes back to the conversation we was having the other day on the show about cookouts and knowing that. So because that to me, I'm not excusing or dismissing what you're saying, but that's irrelevant to me, because when we was talking about cookouts the other day, we was talking about the kids ain't gonna get shit, but, you know, hot dogs and some hamburgers or something like that. You ain't gonna get
waste stuff like that. I ain't talking about like that. I'm talking about that you funning and you treating, you blow all your, say you get your food stamps and they call and then you have a party and you buying all the seafood and all the stuff with your food stamps that was meant to feed these kids.
I understand what you're saying. But
Crabs are not cheap.
Yeah,
they're not cheap, but I don't want to limit people what they allowed to eat. That's what I said.
Right. But you gotta realize a lot of these women that get these seafoods and stuff like that, they getting over $1,000 worth of food stamps. They're getting to $1,000 to $1,500 for food stamps.
So much so where you can have the luxury of eating what you want.
Right.
Because your budget.
Right. They get a lot of
food stamps.
Usually it goes on children and the living situation, the children.
Got more than one child. They got more than one child.
People get back 10,000, 15,000 because they got 4 kids.
The people that do it, I see them doing only had 3 kids, and they wasn't getting.
Well, they get about 15. If they got 3 kids, I guarantee they're getting over $1,000 worth of food stamps.
Probably 1,200, 13.
I guarantee you that.
Do you know they only give you? They was only giving for one person. They was only giving you $192 for 3 people. For 2 people, you only getting 3 something.
But that sounds like envy a little bit.
Now, no. And for kids, they wasn't. Not unless you had a rack of kids, you were getting. But with the 3 kids, they wasn't getting $1,000 a month in food stamps for 3 kids.
Racy, I know a lot of women got a lot of kids and 2 or 3, and they getting that money.
I know. I said 3. I said the ones I know 3.
I know
And they
women that
wasn't getting
I know women personally
$1,000.
Right,
that are getting
right.
1,000 or more.
3 kids, they getting some top dollars. Not only they getting food stamps, and they getting cash assistance as well.
TANF going
So they
on with
getting
their
cash
having
assistance
children.
almost like $1,000 something.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, I feel like I feel like that's
For
not
how
my
many
business.
kids?
Huh?
For how many kids?
For 2 to 3 kids, yeah.
Not
They get
the people that I know that don't get that.
If I'm
when they
spending
got
200
people.
and if I'm spending $250 my damn self with my own money, and I only got about 6 or 7 bags, I can't imagine what all these little, everything kids eat and drink or whatever. I can't imagine what your budget is. Not to mention the family, the people in the actual house, because it's not solely for the children. It is for yourself
Right,
as an adult.
for the household.
It's not, for the kids necessarily. It's for the family. It's for the
For
house,
the
everyone that
household.
lives in the house. And I do agree. I do feel like the man, it's fine to have that man, that working man, eating steak versus the kids having a hamburger, having a couple hot dogs, some chips. If you're not starving and you're not neglecting your children, I don't care what y'all eat. I don't care if you have crab leg. I don't care if you have a whole feast. No, you don't need to be feeding the neighborhood. But if that food is going to some kids or whatever, it's still benefiting somebody in a positive way. I don't think you need to feed the whole block and have a whole block party. You don't need no bands and shit coming out because you got an EBT card, but at the same time, use it for what you need it for. Now, unfortunately, I had it for like 4 months. I'll put myself on the camera or on record and say I had it for 4 months. Unfortunately, when I got my job, and especially now having 2, they took that shit right back away, but I didn't need it. So for those that do, I'm glad they have a way to regulate and see physically what you need and what you don't need. I think they need to have a tighter grip on it, because I don't think your ass need to buy 12 boxes of ho-hos and cupcakes and shit either, because that's not nutritional. It's supposed to, I'm glad you're able to get produce. I'm glad you're able to get fish. I'm glad you're able to get meat, but you don't need to be getting no top dollar steak. I mean, if it's in your budget, do it. But you don't need to get the top steak or whatever. It's not because I can't afford to get it that I'm telling you shouldn't. I'm saying that, be mindful of your budget. But if it's in your budget to get it, like I said, I know women that get over $1,000. Feed your family. Eat.
And the ones that get over $1,000, you best believe they helping somebody else in another family house.
You're damn right.
You're damn right. I got something left. Go ahead and get the baby something to eat. So what they doing with them, they are helping each other. I see them doing it.
I see them doing
women, girl, I got the food stamp. I'll come over here and get this card. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I do see what my problem is the woman who puts a man on child support and he's taking care of that child. That's the dilemma.
That's my problem. Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because I've been in that situation. My next to the youngest daughter took care of her all my life. You know what I'm saying? And she asked for, and this is true story. She asked for, she wanted to get a stroller, and it could have been a normal stroller, but she wanted to get this fancy stroller. I get it. I said, okay. I said, you got half of the money. I'll give you the other half when I get paid. Next thing I know, I got a papers coming from child support. You know what I'm saying? Paying child support. Paid it for 5, maybe 6 years. Then I'm looking at my daughter and realize that she's not doing what she's supposed to do with my child. Then I got full custody of my child.
I'm sitting next to 2 black dads right now, so it's a whole community discussion. I'm sitting right next to 2 black. I ain't gonna put them on camera or nothing, but I'm sitting right next to 2 black fathers, my people, that I know that have dealings with child support. So I know what's up, and I see both sides. I'm able to see the women benefit because I got female friends that get it. I'm seeing how it rips these men apart and rips their pockets down a couple $100 or whatever. Can't even feed themselves. We talking about hot dogs and shit. The men ain't getting no damn steak. The ones that's, the ones that's putting out for the child support, they can't afford to eat the way, So it's a tough subject regardless. But like I said, I think a small portion of what you get should be for like sweets and stuff, and I think that should run out eventually. Like give them if you get $1,000, 200 of that should be for sweets and things like cheesecakes and shit like that. That's not cheeses and eggs and all that stuff. Maybe they can regulate it a little bit more on that, but these moms got to be doing a little bit more too. Like I need them to actually value, not even moms, because both dads in some occasions and moms both benefit in child support and food stamps and stuff like that. But what they need to do is get a tighter grip on it. But at the same time, they could care less, and this system is going to continue to be what it is because it's not the parents that are benefiting. Whoever the receiver is of that those child support payments or whatever, it's not necessarily benefiting the child. We can see how the mom is, doing it, but we can see how the moms are benefiting, but
child support. Only thing that is to break up the home. Simple as that.
Anyway,
it's to break up the
Why do
home.
you have
Take
to
the
go
man.
to child support
Take
to
the
make
man
a
out the
man
home.
or woman take care of their responsibility? That's trifling. I shouldn't
That's
have to
it's
put
trifling.
my son's father on paper so he know he got a seed out here, or a woman who gives her seed away to the daddy. You know you
Famous
got
Kim.
a seed
Yeah,
out
I'm
here.
off.
It's trifling for you not to take care of your own.
But I still need people to stop having sex, stop fucking. Since we allowed to cuss on here, stop fucking people that you can't have some type of system in accord with where y'all can be parents without existing together. I know things sometimes go left, so you need somebody to step in and help out with the situation. But half the time, these people are having kids and fucking people having children with them that they can't. Y'all never had an accord or never had an agreement in the beginning while y'all had that child. And now that y'all separated, it's going to be even worse. A lot of the times I see it's the parents that, especially these moms. I'll speak on my own mom. I ain't gonna speak too much on the subject, but I know the power of hitting the dad in the pocket just because it hurts him, just because y'all not together. So I've seen it used as a weapon, not because the mother even has a low income or needs the assistance necessarily, but just because she can and she knows it's going to hit that dad up, she's going to go for it.
That's being vindictive. That's being,
That's what the women's are
But
nowadays.
then okay, those are good men. So speak about the bad men, because I know y'all know a lot of deadbeat dads. So speak about them.
Now hold up. Let me say this. And I would say this because I'm a protective man, because for one, the reason they got deadbeat is because of what the women, because separation from food stamp into their household. You understand what I'm saying? Once you put a man on child support, that is the most lowest blow in the world. You ain't even give him a chance or opportunity to do anything. So statistics going to look like it's a whole bunch of deadbeat dads out here. Nah, they fighting the woman. They got the woman on their side, and they trying to they wants to have a relationship with their kids, but the women makes it hard. You didn't got the government into the situation.
Some women, every woman is not the same. Every situation.
I didn't say it was the same. I was just responding to what you said. That's it.
And we already know it's not everybody specific. We know it's not nobody specific. That's why we covered. Yeah, we covered that it's not every man and every woman in the same situation. Right. We covered that part.
But the system, the idea of the system in place, that was destroys their family. So statistically, we can't say, oh, how many of the men who's deadbeat. They want to say that. They want to break up the homes. They've been doing that since slavery. So what is the difference now from then? Nothing. Did you ever see the movie Claudine? How the man and the woman want to be together, but he had to leave the house because they come and inspect the house.
I can't do it.
Come on now. They want that. They want to take that out of the house. So we can't say a bunch of deadbeat dads or whatever the case, if they in the system. I was that dude. I'm working every day. I'm still paying child support. I missed one day, Charles County come and lock me up. I'm like, what the hell? How can I make money and y'all keep locking me up? They didn't care. They don't care. They want to tear down the black man to get him out of the house, so that child can be part of the system. Simple as that.
You mustn't hear when I said that I disagree with the government coming in on any case. I disagree if a man not taking care of his responsibility and going to the woman have to go to the government. I disagree with a woman not taking care of her responsibility for the man going to a government. I said that no male or female Nobody should have to make you take care of what is yours. So if you don't have that, if you're not going to the system and to the man, it's going to be between that man and woman. The man ain't going to get locked up. The woman not going to get locked up because they're not bringing the state or the government into their business. But I said that the business should be held between a man and woman. You know what you do. I know what I do. You shouldn't have to get the government in there to regulate nothing. Come together and do what you need to do for that baby that you got here, whether you wanted it or not. If you didn't want the baby, don't have sex, period, because there's always a chance. Laying down, there's always a chance. We change our mind all the time. So 1 minute we in love, next minute we ain't. 1 minute we in love, we having sex, we made a baby. Next minute, we hate each other, we ain't in love. Do that child gotta suffer? Man need to do what man's supposed to do. Woman do what woman's supposed to do. You don't have to get the government in your business. Take care of your responsibility. Be responsible for you and what you bring in to this world. That's what I'm saying. I ain't talking about you being on papers, because remember, the government ain't in this. I'm talking about stepping up and doing what you're supposed to do.
I'm gonna read some of these comments whenever y'all done. Hello? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know y'all was okay. I didn't know y'all stopped. I thought you was gonna keep talking. My bad. I was saying that I was gonna read the comments or whatever. Starting with NYC Playboy, he said that they're selling food stamps. Yeah, people do be flipping food stamps. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing about nothing I did when I had them for a couple months, but you gotta do what you gotta do when you gotta do it, especially if you ain't got no kids. Miss Kimberly said, she said, hey Trayvon, she said, you off today? Yeah, it was a little situation. I thought I had to be in work and I didn't this morning, so I came back. Luckily I can rest. Miss Kim said, yes, there are women out there like that. Yes, indeed. Jane Stallings has said, you're right about the sex with women and men. I think he's talking about the part where I was saying that you need to choose your partners a little bit more wiser and realize that the child support part pretty much can be an end result of that. And what y'all have to deal with child support if y'all not together after the kids. But Miss Kim was saying, well, I had to do what I had to do because my son's father wasn't in his life at all to do things for me and him. And then we're not knocking mothers or fathers, whatever situation it is, that we're not knocking mothers or fathers for accepting child support or whatever it is. Sometimes you have to. For those, like Reese was saying about, like Ma was saying about the fathers that aren't doing what they're supposed to do. Like, how do you handle it when they aren't on point and they aren't trying and they don't want to be involved? That's when child support comes into play. That's when you have to get the system involved, because you ain't gonna stay above water. If you're not going to be able to stay above water regardless unless you go for that. So I understand on this, Kim. That's not a thing. We're not shaming or bashing nobody for using it. What we're doing is complaining or talking about the people that are weaponizing it or abusing both EBT and food stamps. She also said, my son is 41. His father never has been in his life before. And I know plenty of dads who sit around this area that I'm sitting around now and don't see their kids and haven't seen them in 10 years, 15 years, or haven't seen them at all, don't know who they are, just know they have children. One last comment she said was, well, we both was working and he still didn't want to take his responsibility, which I think is sad. Not all the time. I don't think you're always going to have a child with somebody. Certain things start off good. Certain things happen in your relationship that makes it turn into something else, so you might have had great communication, y'all, things might have been decent. So I understand getting in a situation or having a child with someone that you think is going to always be there or you assume will do what they're supposed to do. So I understand how that can go left and how you might need the system to stay in, to get things together. But I would like for people to number one, going on the subject earlier, lowering your laws. That has to do with police brutality or police in general, and situations like this where we're talking about food stamps and we're talking about different benefits. So I think we need to know our laws. We need to read more. If you become a parent, you should have a book in your hand all the time talking about something that you can improve on parenthood. Thank you. I'm right about what I'm saying. Thank you. Says somebody that says one of the dads around me, that knows about one of the three dads. Now we have three fathers standing around me. So, this is what I know. This is not what I see all the time. I got in this different age ranges. One is 5 years older than me. The other one is 40. Stu, how old are you? 48, 49. And how old are you, Mike? 47.
I'm 35.
Yeah, and 35. So trust me, this is a great subject to bring up. I'm glad that you brought it. I'm glad that it turned into this, because this is one of the subjects that is dear to me. I see it every day. Coming out, getting on the bus, I see it every day.
A lot of these women, they do that spitefully, because they don't agree with because the father. I'm telling you, I've been through that, and I'm gonna tell you how wicked the system is. So when I got custody of my child, right? When I got custody of my child, now everything reversed. She got to pay child support, right? My daughter she be turning 29 in July.
That's
right. I'm 29 now.
Her mother ain't giving their dime of paying their bill, and they ain't go and get her or try to lock her up or do anything or suspend her license.
Right.
They didn't do none of the above to her. None of the above. She owes. Oh, look! Not only that. God is my witness. God can take my life. She supposed to came to court back then of non-payment of child support. She never showed up to court.
And nobody did nothing.
No, she walking around free, and that was me, man. They do the whole jail on me. She never came to court.
I don't see how they let criminals.
Over $10,000 she owes.
And they don't care.
It's to break down the family, and women knows this. A lot of these women know this. A lot of women got all these kids. They know that they work in the system,
and they know they are.
How the hell you gonna be a baby your damn self, and you walk and you got 3-4 kids walking behind you? Get the hell out of here. They know what the whole system's about. They know what it's about. It's to break down the family. So all the other stuff they talking about, I'm talking about. I went through it. I went through it, and the system did not do not one thing to that woman.
That's their mother, right?
But let me be late. I'm still working. I'm just late because I'm paying my rent, and I'm going to pay the next payment. Oh, nah, this got to be on time. This is what got to be paid. This is priority. No, my life is priority to be able to make sure I can take care of my kids.
I knew somebody.
Could never see her. Could never see her. She hold it against me. I go, prime example, go pick up my kid.
King,
and
real quick, I'm
walking down the street.
Real quick, y'all done started the Morning Mac show and started up a whole conversation around me about black days and fatherhood.
They're gonna have to listen to it some other day, because we coming up to the close, the end of our show. And tomorrow's Turn Up Tuesday. We'll bring it back to conversation. Look, I said the month of June I was dedicating to the men, then the Father's Day. I did say that. I said that before.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
The whole month of June, the men that's dedicated to you men complete their case. Because I know a lot of good men, and I know a lot of bad men. So I know people. That's in a nutshell, people, because we got good and bad of every race and walk of life. Because people, there's good people, there's bad people, and it ain't got nothing to do with color, race, creed, or religion. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Whoop whoop. But yeah, when you say about that, I'm a victim of it, so I know. That's why when you get into that,
because I'm a victim of it as well, but on the flip side, and I work hard, and my son's father never gave a brown cent, and never didn't growing up. So there's stories. There's the men and women. I know a bunch of good women. I know a bunch of bad women. I know a bunch of good men. I know a bunch of bad men. There's always a flip side to these stories.
That's what's up.
Look, Marty said, "Lock me up. I'm not paying a monthly bill to be your father." Exactly.
And that's 100% fact. It When I knew my daughter wasn't being treated correctly, it was all about money. I went and got my daughter, got a lawyer, paid $2,500 to my lawyer to get my child, and I raised my child myself. So yeah.
Go ahead and close up. You know,
Oh yeah, Last Minute Basement, Father's Day comedy show hosted by Mike Brooks. Hey, everybody, come on! This is gonna be a top flight show. It ain't nothing but $50. The cost is $50. We giving you what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comments. That's $10 a comment. You know that's a good price. Come on out at Union District Orchard Bar, 501 Moore Street, Northeast Washington D.C. Come on out. You can get the tickets on Ticket Leap online. You can contact me, Hakeem, 240-534-8662, or you can contact Keisha, 301-643-8618. Come on out, social support. I am a bar, black-owned business. Let's support us. Peace. There it is.
Shades of blue. Shades of blue.
Came around and said, yeah, you got the fucking key because you locked the door. This, that, and the third. And I went by and
Hey, where did she go?
All right,
She
here.
still there? Yep. Shades
You
of blue. Tell us
Shades
about
blue
it,
up
bro.
top.
Let them know what's up.
Oh, they know they Shades of Blue. They're out every outlet, even on the digital kind. If you got a Nokia, you can download the book. It's out. It's even out in the Apple Store. Go to your Apple Store. Everybody got Apple phone. Go to the bookstore and download Shades of Blue from your Apple Store. Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, and on Amazon. You can even order it from Walmart. It's out there. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning.
Always
It's
got
a
in
good
trouble.
book.
I was
I'm letting everybody know to get this book before the second book come out. If you get this book, if you get the second book is I think I'm gonna have to break that R. But you ain't gonna know anything before the second book. You don't read the first book. Like I said, this is the first out of 5. The first out of the Chronicles. So, the first volume is
Shout out to Miss Misha Mary, our sponsor. Thank you for making this possible. Thank you for keeping it going. I appreciate everybody for listening, for viewing, for watching. I encourage everybody to share one time or encourage one friend to either join the show or be in the comment section. I'll catch y'all the next time.
And I want to tell Molly Moss, he do the sea moss. My aunt just recently got some lemonade from him. She said it's fantastic. She want more, Molly. So I talked to you after the show. You
That's
got
good
people
for
on that
business.
sea moss like crack. She like, when I get my check, I gotta call see Molly when I get my check. Okay. Maybe it is
Health is wealth.
always.
Bird. You know, they fly outside.
I see y'all in the back room.
All right.
I see y'all in the back.
Comment for
All right, cool. All right.
Is it hard to
Hey,
pay
Jane.
for children and rent at the same time? Hell yeah, if you're on child support, we're gonna talk more about that tomorrow, part 2. So make sure you tune in, cause my boy Hakeem, boy, yeah, they putting you through with that child support.
He be speaking. He be speaking.
Yeah. And I had some information about the other thing I'm talking about too.
You coming on tomorrow? Look, all month is Father's Month. Big Papa.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I love it when they call me Big Papa.
Hey.
That's what I thought, though. It wasn't like that back in the day.
All right,
You
y'all.
wouldn't hit it, that motherfucking church like this.